I read an incredible testimony online and I can no longer keep it to myself. I have to tell you. The way I found this story was I was researching trips to Lourdes because my son has level 3 autism. He's nonverbal. I've been wanting to go to Lourdes before I even knew he had autism because I have Addison's disease and almost died from it twice. I got diagnosed 12 years ago. I never prayed for healing for it until I became a mother. I was able to live with it and I just felt like my need for healing didn't matter that much. Then when I ended up in a coma 5 weeks postpartum with my first son, I realized I really wanted to be healed. I really wanted to be the best mother I could be and hopefully live a long life with my children. Being sick is a very big cross to carry, especially when you're a mom. So when I was pregnant with my second son, I began praying to God, asking him to send me to Lourdes. He's 2, so November will be 3 years of praying to go to Lourdes and I still haven't gone. What's interesting about that is if I had taken the trip to Lourdes for myself, I wouldn't have taken my son. I definitely wouldn't have taken him to Europe. I would have left him with family. Now, actually, I've been wanting to go to Lourdes so much more for him than for me. And that's actually how I found this story. I was researching programs for kids with autism going to Lourdes, just trying to find any kind of opportunity where we could go to Lourdes, take Teddy. I found this article from this woman who had a 22-year-old daughter with autism who was nonverbal. When her daughter was younger, she felt really called to take her to Lourdes. So she prayed to God and said, if you want me to take my daughter to Lourdes, then have someone give me a white rose. She waited about a week and didn't receive a white rose and felt so called to go to Lourdes that she said, I don't need a white rose. I'm going to Lourdes. This is the part where I'm like, wow, you go, girl. When they got there, the morning they got there, there was a huge line waiting to go into the grotto, but someone saw her and her daughter and waved them to cut the whole line and go in first. After they both submerged themselves in the water, they went to Mass. They had all of the children with special needs sit at the front. At the end of Mass, they had women going around with baskets and baskets of red roses, and they handed red roses to everyone in the pews. But they skipped over her. And then this woman came from the back of the church, across the entire church, and went straight to her and handed her a single white rose. Obviously, she was completely blown away. She was so moved that God had heard her prayer and given her her white rose, just not in the way that she had expected it. But as she was walking out, she decided to hand her white rose to a man with a daughter that had severe needs, much more significant than her daughter's. She handed him the white rose because she realized that her and her daughter did not need the miracle as much as him and his daughter. So she asked God to give her daughter's miracle to that little girl and heal her. I was completely humbled by her testimony. What a beautiful story of faith and God's faithfulness. God hears us. God loves you. God knows you. He wants to show off. Let him. Invite him to show off in your life. Follow Little Girl Arise for more tips on how to live a Christ-centered life.